right now. But I got one thing to say. It's game week. Alabama Crimson Tide football. 5 days to its season opener. Bryant-Denny Stadium. Saturday night, 6 p.m. Central Time against Western Kentucky. I'm pumped up. You're rocking and rolling right here on a Monday. Hottest show in the streets. Bringing you your Bama football news in my own words. Yours truly, Stephen Smith of Touchdown Alabama Magazine. I know, coming to you from the home location, but you know what time it is. You get in the chat line, go crazy in the comment section. We're taking your comments for tonight. Game week, Bama, Western Kentucky, Saturday. Talking season over. Pads on. Helmet strapped up. That thing clacking. We back out here for Crimson Tide football. Go ahead right now. Hit that subscribe button. Drop that like button. Hit that thumbs up on the show. Get those like levels booming right there. Daily Super Chat Go, $100. Daily Super Chat Go, $100 right there. Appreciate that coming from all of you. Got a lot to talk about this evening, a lot to get into on the show. We start off going through a few of your comments right now. We start off with my guy here, Jeremy Matthews. Almost time for the Tide to be unleashed. Roll, Tide, roll. You're right, Jeremy, 5 days. Tide will be unleashed in 5 days. Here we go. Here we go. Redneck writes in, roll Tide to your redneck. Happy to have you in here. Roll Tide and rise up with the Roll Tide family. My guy, Roll Tide and rise up. Happy to have you in here. Coach Warren, game week, Lank, Roll Tide. We got the Lank going up right there from my man, Coach Warren. We got Lionel 205, a.k.a. Lakeith Williams. Roll Tide, roll. Everyone, Roll Tide to you, Lakeith. Happy to have you in here. We got my guy, Chatman family. Roll Tide, roll, family. Roll Tide to you, Chatman. Happy to have you in here. Jay Lee, Roll Tide, roll, baby. It's game week. If you're not ready, then you must be an Auburn fan. Hey, game week. Bama play Saturday. Western Kentucky inside Bryant-Denny Stadium under the lights, 6 p.m. kickoff. LED lighting feature going right there. Keith Holcomb, Roll Tide, y'all. Roll Tide to you, Keith. Happy to have you in here. Roll Tide and rise up. We are here, y'all. 5 days until kickoff of Bama football under the leadership of Coach Kalen DeBoer. We're here, baby. We are here. 5 days to kickoff. I'm ready to go. I'm pumped to go here. Don Parker writes in, DP, good evening, everyone, and Roll Tide. Time for talking is over. Let's get to it. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. Talking season over. Regular season begins. We're here. We've made it through the off season. We've made it through the summer. We've made it through fall camp. It is time for Bama football. Time to watch these guys strap them up, lace them up, get out there on the football field, and make this thing happen. Happy to have you all in here. Roll Tide CVC. Let's go. Well, let's go then, Roll Tide CVC. Happy for you in here. Joseph Higginbottom in here. Roll Tide, roll, Bama family. We're here. Regular season upon us now. Josh Harris writes in, the wait is over, folks. Time to strap up, Roll Tide. It's over. It's time. Bama takes the field Saturday under the leadership of Kalen DeBoer. The Kalen DeBoer era has begun. Don Parker writes back in, Roll Tide, and good evening. The talking time is over. Talking season is over. Absolutely. Roll Tide CVC's already got a prediction, 45-13 Bama. He's got Bama beating Western Kentucky 45-13. J-Dog 67. Time to lank Stephen RTR. You see that, J-Dog? I got the lank going. You see that? Time to let them all know. Roll Tide to you. We got Dale B right in. It's game time, RTR, everyone. Game week. Here we go. We've all been ready for it. We've made it. Went through the whole summer, whole fall camp. The time we've been pushing for has arrived. We got Leroy Grayson, Roll Tide Roll. I can't wait. Leroy, we're here, man. We are here. Keith Holcomb with Release the Kraken. Oh, yeah. Bama Nation's here. It's here. It is here, baby. It is here. Terrell Owens writes in, Roll Tide. Appreciate you, Terrell. We got Delby dropping that $20 donation in the Super Chats. Let's go. Delby getting us started with the money flow is concerned. Appreciating that here on the show. We got D'Amico Taylor. How about Florida State losing on week 0? Roll Tide Roll. Hey, big job by Georgia Tech, for real. Got to give a love, D'Amico, to Brent Key. Brent Key, former Alabama offensive line coach, 2016 to 2018, was a part of 2 SEC championships. Was on that 2017 national championship team taught by Coach Saban. He goes over there to Georgia Tech, and boy, that Tech team, hungry, physical, tough, rugged, built just like Brent Key's personality. What a job. I mean, it overwhelmed Florida State last week to open the college football season. Proud of Georgia Tech. They could win the ACC. They really could. So big shout out there to Brent Key, their former Alabama coach, assistant coach, getting that done there for the Yellow Jackets. Joseph Higginbottom writes back in, can't wait till Saturday, RTR. We can't wait, Joseph. Bama takes the field to take on Western Kentucky. All of you guys are getting your thoughts in here. Absolutely. Absolutely. James Knox writes in. James jumps in. Roll Tide till I die. To the In My Own Words TDA family, let the DeBoer Sunday through Friday. Preparation week begins. Here we go. Preparation week right here. Saturday, first game of Alabama season against the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky at Bryant-Denny. Let's see here. We got Don Parker. 4 days and a wake up. We roll. 4 days and a wake up. Alabama football rolls. We're prepared. Definitely prepared. Jay Clark writes in, Debo era begins now. The DeBoer era definitely begins right now. Jeremy Matthews writes in, has DeBoer released the depth chart yet? No. Did not release it today, but you still have Jeremy a few more days before the kickoff. So got a few more days before kickoff. We'll see. At some point this week, he may release it at some point this week. We're just going to have to find out, but it did not come out today. Even though I was anticipating it for today, did not come out today. But at the very least, you still have a few more days this week before it can come out here. Keith Holcomb writes back in, new era, business as usual though. New era, same business, competing for conference championships and national championships. Joe Armstrong writes in, strap up them helmets and roll, Tide roll, baby. Strap up them helmets, baby. Strap up them helmets. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Strap them up. Let's see who we got. Brock RTR, 52-3. Bama rolls the Hilltoppers. So Brock has got 52-3 in favor of Bama. From writes in, hey, the skyline matches the shirt, Steven. It kind of does. It kind of does. So the shirt does match the skyline. Now, I wasn't intending for it to do that, though. But that's a positive. The shirt matches the skyline, even though I was not intending for it to do that. But From, thank you for thank you. Thank you for checking that out there, From. We got T-Town Trisha with the Roll Tide Roll. Roll Tide to you, T-Town Trisha. Happy to have you in here on the show. Let's see here. Tara Owens writes in, did you see the video Coach Cochran posted on his IG? That was old school Bama right there, that video, where you had Damian Square in there, Jonathan Allen in there, Ashawn Robinson in there. That team, I mean, that video that Coach Cochran posted, that was Bama putting fear in everybody's heart before you even took the field. And that's what a lot of you want to see from this Alabama team, right? Is it back to having those guys that put the fear in the heart of the opposition before they even take the field. So I did saw that video. So it shows up my spine there. Don Parker writes in, as I stated previously, I hate this team is being disrespected. Help these players channel that and destroy every opponent they line up against this season. We will see what we got soon enough. Yes, we will see what Alabama has soon enough here. They take the field Saturday. I'm pumped up about it. Let's see here. Josh Harris writes in, I took a little enjoyment in watching some of those FSU transfers from going all the way, from watching the FSU transfers or taking that L there against Bama, against Georgia Tech. Yes, Josh, Bama had a few of its guys transfer to Florida State. Roydell Williams, Malik Benson, Terrence Ferguson, Earl Little II. Quite a few guys transferred from Bama to Florida State, and they go right down to Dublin. They go right down to Ireland, and you get out physical by the Rambling Wreck, Georgia Tech and Brent Key. Shout out once again to Brent Key, getting that done. Your first top 10 victory over a top 10 team for Georgia Tech since 2015. But this is what Saban mentioned. A lot of guys that decide to transfer out of Alabama are regretting it right now. And most assuredly, those 5 players that transferred to Florida State and got beat in Ireland are regretting that decision right now. Roll Tide and Rise Up writes in, DeBoer is pulling a Saban with that depth chart. Yeah, he kind of is. He kind of is, man. Because I was anticipating that chart to come out today, and it didn't. But, like I said, you still got a couple of more days. He's going to have to come off that depth chart in a couple more days now. He's going to have to come off that thing. Because we got to see who is on this depth chart. Keith Williams writes in, ready for them big haul mollies to hit this weekend. I'm ready, Keith, for this offensive line, this defensive line, these guys in the trenches to make it do what it do this weekend. I'm looking forward to it. Todd Colburn writes in, Bama bags the Hillbillies 56-10. So Todd's got Bama over Western Kentucky 56-10. Now we got 6-0 riding in. The first 3 games are perfect for this team to bond and to have the chemistry to face Georgia. Roll Tide. I like these first 3 games here. First 3 is going to be good to build that chemistry, to get everything here in motion here. So absolutely. Jay Clark writes in, the background is actually in Malaysia. I got the Malaysia background, bro. I got the Malaysia skyline. Like I said, I don't care what skyline it is. As long as y'all feeling it, that's all I care about. As long as y'all are feeling it. Let's see here. We got Terrell Owens writes in, gave me chills. Roll Tide Roll. That video that Scott Cochran posted on his Instagram definitely sent chills up my spine. Susan Thomas, Roll Tide. Steven, Roll Tide to you, Susan. Happy to have you here on the show. All of you guys riding in right now. Jeremy Matthews writes in, Stephen M., you need to go on First Take with Paul Feinbaum and let him know Bama is still here. Look, when ESPN called my phone and invites me on First Take, I'll go on there. But ESPN got to do their due diligence and ring this phone. All they got to do is ring this phone right here. This one, right here. ESPN rings this phone right here. I'm going to pick up. I'll pick up and I'll do all the debating y'all want me to do. Whether it's with Feinbaum, whether it's with Stephen A., I don't care. All ESPN got to do, pick up the phone, baby. Call. I will answer. I'll be right here. I'll be right here. Let's see here. We got Don Parker writes in, I honestly can't be mad at Roydell for his decision. Benson is never one I understood. Well, true. You couldn't be mad at Roydell because you had so much talent in your backfield. Roydell did everything he could do. So you couldn't necessarily be upset with him. But some of the other guys, you're like, why did you make the decision? But it is what it is. Let's see here. Susan Thompson writes in, Stephen, I haven't heard much about Sterling Dixon. What's going on with him? Sterling's fine. Picking up the defense, picking up the playbook, picking things up. For him, it's just there is so much depth at the inside linebacker position, Susan, that Sterling's taking his time, right? He's got to wait that time. When you look at, you've got Deontay Lawson, Jihad Campbell, you got Jeremiah Alexander, you got Justin Jefferson, you got Justin Okonrokwo, you got QB Reese. Now, he might be slightly ahead of QB Reese, though. But the point being, there's a lot of guys in front of him at this time. But Sterling Dixon, incredibly talented. Of course, he had a bit of a shoulder injury in spring ball as well. But Sterling's fine. He's learning the playbook. He's picking things up. He's having a lot of fun being, with the older guys in the room. So Sterling's definitely the future, Susan. Definitely the future. I could see him at some point this season getting reps in, but definitely the future is Sterling Dixon. Let's see here. We got Roll Tide and Rise Up writes in, Steven is international. I appreciate that. He's anywhere. He's any and everywhere with that skyline. For real, though. International, man. Any and everywhere with this skyline. That's what I'm saying, man. It doesn't matter what y'all think this is. As long as y'all feeling it, that's all I care about right there. Keith Holcomb writes in, Steven ain't scared. Look, I will go on Feinbaum. I'll go there. I'll go on ESPN First Take. All ESPN need to do is pick up and ring this phone. If they don't pick up and ring this phone, that's on them. That's not on me there. Jay Clark writes in, hope you make it on the Feinbaum show in Tuscaloosa. Give this show the attention it deserves. Absolutely. Hey, I was on Feinbaum once before, in Tuscaloosa during the Coach Saban era. So hopefully he comes back down here to Tuscaloosa. And now I'll be on that again, the King and the Boar era. We got Next King right with that $1.99 in the super chat. Next King. Here we go. Earl Little would have been starting. Earl Little would have. That's another one, Next King, that I never quite understood why he left. But once again, it is what it is. Josh Harris writes in, sounds like Roberts and Jam gonna be ready to go this Saturday. Should be full strength and able to see what we're working with this year. Jaden Roberts and Jam Miller will be ready to go this weekend. Jeremiah Alexander, he not expected to practice this week. However, he's close, according to King and the Board. He's close. We'll see how close can Alexander get in terms of game time and what that timetable looks like. But not expected to practice this week, but looking real close. That's Jeremiah Alexander. Mattress Matt writes in, y'all leave the man alone about the sky. Hey, man, it's cool, man. Matt, it's cool, man. It is cool, bro. Like, I'm enjoying this, man. I'm enjoying this, man. The skyline's fun, man. This is fun. I mean, you never know what it is. I mean, everybody's taking their own guess. You never know what it is, but it's cool. Josh Harris is saying it's Jasper Alabama. Oh, man. Look, you don't know. That's the beauty of it. You really don't know. Like, I could literally be somewhere in Vegas. I mean, you really don't know what this is. You don't know what this is. Let's see here. Don Parker writes in, no prediction from me. I'm looking to see how this team plays in all three phases of the game. We expect growing pains with the coaching changes. However, no excuses. I want to see them play to the standard. Bama standard starting this weekend against Western Kentucky. Let's see here. Jeremy Matthews. How is the O-line in that transfer from Texas A&M? N'Keal Betrans looked good. N'Keal, second team. N'Keal's been running a lot of second team. So, Betrans looked good. He's been on that second team offensive line, that second wave of offensive linemen right there. So, I like Bertrand. Bertrand's been good so far. Keith Holcomb looks good, Steven. Appreciate you, Keith. Don Parker says the skyline is – we got Middlebrook, Alabama in here. Hey! Don Parker said this is Middlebrook, Alabama. It could be. I mean, you never know what this is. You never know what this is. But appreciate all of you guys checking out the show, getting your comments in right now. But first, we get into the first topic here of conversation. And Getting a chance to talk with Kane Womack today, Alabama's defensive coordinator. I mean, he is really excited for this matchup here against Western Kentucky. And he's excited because for Kane, he's back to being a play caller again. He is so pumped about calling this defense, about being the play caller for this defense this season. And he spoke on it. He enjoyed being a head coach at South Alabama. He really did. His 3 years down there in Mobile were outstanding. Of course, last season we saw him take the Jaguars. They were a top 15 total defensive team in terms of allowing just 313.2 yards per game. Top 15 defense and total defense in college football. South Alabama gave up, 21 points a game that year. Then you look at, when you're a head coach, you are a CEO, right? You're managing everything. You have your hands in everything as a head coach. So you don't necessarily get that opportunity to really put your spin on a particular thing because you got your hands in so much stuff. And Kane Womack talked about one of the biggest things he missed in being a head coach was, he missed calling the plays. He didn't have the opportunity to call the defensive plays, right? And so, in being a coordinator again, Kane Womack gets to put all of his fiery, passionate, tenacious energy into this defense. This defense has Womack's entire focus. As a play caller, he can come up with whatever he wants to for this defense. And if you're an Alabama fan, you got to be real excited about that. Like, Kane is going to be able to unleash whatever he wants to unleash. You look at this defense. I go back to the second scrimmage, how physical it was, how hard-hitting it was, the turnovers that were created, the pressure that was put on the pocket in terms of getting out for the quarterback, the ability to stop the run. Nick Saban was even at the second scrimmage and was like, man, that defense looked good. And this is after Nick Saban was at SEC Media Days talking about how slightly concerned he was about the defense. He went after that second scrimmage and was like, concern my foot. Them boys out there hitting. Concern my foot. Them boys forcing turnovers. Them boys out there smacking folks up. Like, they got the same culture that I had when I'm out there coaching. So, if you're an Alabama fan, this is something for you to be very excited about. Kane Womack said, as much as I enjoyed my 3 years at South Alabama, as much as I enjoyed being a head coach, I am in my element again as a coordinator. I'm in my element again calling plays. I'm in my element again being a defensive play caller, putting all my focus and energy into this defense and really giving up opposing offenses fits. I mean, folks, I'm excited to see what Kane does. You think about this. Your dad was one of the originators of the 4-2-5 swarm defense. You've helped your dad with a lot of this. And then you've been able to have conversations with Nick Saban this offseason and everything you have gleaned and absorbed from him. Womack's ready, y'all. He's ready. He's set to go. I am pumped about what he's going to do calling the defensive plays for Alabama football. But we're going to take our first break here on the show. Don't touch that dial. We're just getting started. When we get back, we jump back into the comment section. We get your thoughts. We get your conversations. Definitely want to hear from you. But for right now, we take our first word from our guys at Alumni Hall. We're out here at Alumni Hall in Tuscaloosa. Oh, yeah, this. Oh, man. Gotta get this. Gotta get one of these right here. Can't rock that Bama without this shirt right here, fresh polo. You gotta also rock the all pink, like Kanye West right there. Keychains, gotta get you some keychains. University of Alabama keychains. I'm telling you, if you are a die-hard Alabama fan and you're looking for some big-time apparel, this place has got everything. We're talking shirts, shoes, sweatshirts, hoodies, cups, mugs, keychains. If you're just a Tide fan that has an itch to get more apparel, get more swag in your game, you come right here at Alumni Hall in Tuscaloosa, right here in Midtown Village. And also you can shop online. The link is in the description to get your gear right here at Alumni Hall. You know what time it is, baby. You know what time it is, Alumni Hall. Our folks in T-Town, Midtown Village there, helping us out. Touchdown Alabama Magazine. Appreciate everybody there at Alumni Hall, showing us that love there. But as we're back into the action from the break, we return to the comment section. How about my man Mattress Matt writing in here? Do you think Kalen DeBoer will run the score into the 80s? Oh, I don't think he'll do that now. I don't think he'll run the score to the 80s. I think he'll have, Matt, the similar class that Nick Saban did. Now, I think once you get up on big enough lead there, take the main guys out, bring the second stringers in, third stringers on down the line. Now, depending on the matchup, right? If you got an opposition talking trash, leading up to the game, then I could definitely see DeBoer going, all right, drop 70 on him. But if that opposition is not talking trash leading up to the game, then I see DeBoer having that classy attitude that Coach Saban had to get you a big enough lead and then get your other guys in there. Let those guys play also. Let's see. Brock RTR writes in, Zabian Brown starting as a true freshman. Hey, Zabian had a very good camp. Zabian Brown had a very good camp, man. Zabian right now, the most polished freshman corner that came in this class. I think opposite Damani Jackson, I think Zabian's a starter. Opposite Damani Jackson. Now, we haven't gotten the depth chart from Coach DeBoer yet. We'll see when that happens. But I see Zabian Brown, the starter, opposite Damani Jackson there. GT18 with that RTR, that Roll Tide Roll. Appreciate you coming in here. GT, happy to have you in here, man. We got APE Dame in the building with that Roll Tide Roll. Appreciate you, APE Dame, helping us out on the show. Brock continues with, I'm going to be a little emotional because Saban is gone. Not seeing him on the sideline will be wild, but I'm fired up. Not seeing Saban on the sideline will be different. That's absolutely true. Not seeing Nick Saban out there, going at the officials, chewing out coaches, that's going to be different. But in this new era with Kalen DeBoer, I'm excited to see what he does starting this Saturday against Western Kentucky. We got Eric Beasley with the Roll Tide Roll. Roll Tide to you, Eric. Happy to see you in here. GT18 comes back with Womack in his element with some great defensive players, too. That always helps. Hey, Coach Womack in his element. He's got great defensive players called Malachi Moore and Deontay Lawson, special communicators. You want to talk about having special communicators, and then you pair back the defense to where it's simplified and guys can just fly around and have fun out there? That definitely always helps. Absolutely. Eric Beasley dropping in that $10 donation, showing love here on the show. Appreciate you, Eric, helping us out here. Absolutely. Absolutely. Jay Clark writes in, will Zabian have the club off before the game? He should have it off. he should have it off. Like he should have that off his hand before the game. Xavier should have that club off his left hand. Now he's been practicing with it on. It hasn't been hurting him, Jay. It hasn't been limiting him. It hasn't been stopping him. He's still been able to cover, create turnovers, even with that club on his left hand. But I think by opening kickoff, he should have that club off his left hand. We'll see. But he should have it off by the opening kickoff. Roll Tide and rise up. University of Alabama keychains. Get them keychains, y'all. You got to get your hands on some keychains. So those keychains are very, very good. Stephen, so Don Parker, Stephen M., any word on which coaches will be in the booth and who will be on the sideline? Your preferences? Definitely Coach Shep and Coach Ballou on the sideline. Okay, we got that today, Don. We're going to have that for the final topic. Hold on to the final topic, Don. We got you in the final topic. Final topic, we have the coaching assignments, field and press box for Alabama football this season. Let's see here. We got my man Mattress Matt in here with that $10 donation helping us out right there, Mattress Matt. You know why Bama's defense will be good? Because they have to practice against our offense. Right. Kagan DeBoer, Nick Sheridan, Coach Shep, and this offense, they put a lot out there for this defense to catch on to. And that's what's going to really help this defense. You're not going to have too many offenses out there that put as much stress on you as the Alabama offense. You're not going to have too many offenses out there that's going to do so much to put so much stress on you like the Alabama offense. So this defense is getting prepared the right way to go out there and have success here on the field. I appreciate all of you guys writing in. Absolutely, absolutely. Jeremy Matthews comes in with Malachi Moore is going to be in his bag this season. He is. Special communicator, extremely hard worker, a guy that wants a second national championship ring on his hand. He's ready. He is pumped up. He is ready. He is ready for this season right here, trying to get that second national championship. E.P. Judah. Can't wait to see these boys rip it up on the field. It's game week. It is game week. Bama taking on Western Kentucky on Saturday inside Bryant-Denny. It's game week. Everybody getting that mind right now. Game week. We got my man Jason Hayward. Let's go. Dropping in the $5 donation on the platform right here this Saturday. We roll. Let's get it. Roll, Tide, roll. Bama roll Saturday. Rolling out to the Bryant-Denny. Getting this job done here against Western Kentucky. Appreciate all of you guys getting your thoughts in. I continue to share your thoughts here on the show. But we're getting to right now the second topic of conversation, and this continues with Kane Womack's point in today's press conference. Alabama is going to play a lot of freshman defensive backs. These freshman DBs, guys, are going to play. A lot of them are going to play. I mean, Kane Womack talked about Jalen Mbakwe, Xavier Brown, Zay Mincy. These guys are going to play. I think Red Morgan's going to get out there too. At some point in the game, Red Morgan's going to get out there too. These freshmen have had a phenomenal fall camp. I mean, these freshmen in the spring came out there, showed out, ripped it up, and in fall camp, nothing took a back seat. They continue to succeed. They continue to rip it up. They continue to get the playbook down. This is a very special group of freshmen. And these guys don't play like freshmen. They play like they've been there for a long time. They don't talk much. They go out there, they hit, they be about their business on the field. They be about their business. Now, the big question is going to be, of all the freshmen defensive backs, who gets the most reps out there, Saturday against the Hilltoppers. But according to Kane Womack, everybody's going to play. A lot of these freshmen are going to play. Jalen Mbakwe, there's a role for him in this defense. He's going to play. Xavier Brown, I see him as the starter opposite Damani Jackson. He's going to play. Xavier Mincy is going to find. He's going to be out there. He's going to play. Red Morgan. I mean, there's going to be a moment where Devontae Smith's going to have to come off the field at Husky for a breather. Red Morgan's going to have to go in there. That guy's going to play. Dre Kirkpatrick Jr., I can see him definitely special teams. He's going to get out there, kickoff coverage, punt coverage. He may possibly get some looks out there where the secondary is concerned, but game one makes it today. Alabama is going to play a lot of freshman defensive backs. These freshmen have earned it. They've went out there. They've competed hard. Spring practice, competed hard. Off season, competed hard. Fall camp, and they haven't backed down. And here's the big thing. Even when they've made a mistake, they've corrected it fast. And they haven't made the same mistake twice. That's the beauty of this group. Even when they've had an issue, small problem, small issue, they've been quick about correcting it, going to the coaches, going to veteran teammates. Hey, how do I improve this? How do I get better at this? How do I maximize my potential? Hey, how do I make sure that this mistake doesn't happen again? And then what do I do on the next play to make sure I got this thing down? How do I make sure on the next play I'm right where I need to be at? I'm right in my spot. And for these freshmen to have that kind of maturity, you got to love that, Bama Nation. You got to. I mean, everybody was freaking out all summer long. Oh, my God, they're so young. Oh, Jesus, they're young. These DBs are babies. They're young. They're going to get burned to bits. No, they're not. No, they're not. These guys are acting like mature athletes out here. Will they have a growing pain or two? Sure. But it's not going to be as bad as what people were belly aching it out to be, back in the summer during the SEC Media Day. So I'm excited to watch these freshmen. Bama's going to play a lot of them here in the secondary. According to Coach Womack, this is going to be very, very cool, very, very awesome here. But we're going to go to another quick break here on the show. When we come back, we go into more of your comments, more of your thoughts, more of your vibe, more of your conversation here. Don't touch that dial. We'll be back. But first, another word from our guys at Alumni Hall. We're out here at Alumni Hall in Tuscaloosa. Oh, yeah. Gotta get this. Gotta get one of these right here. Can't rock that Bam without this shirt right here, fresh polo. You gotta also rock the all pink, like Kanye West right there. Keychains, gotta get you some keychains. University of Alabama keychains. I'm telling you, if you are a die-hard Alabama fan and you're looking for some big-time apparel, this place has got everything. We're talking shirts, shoes, sweatshirts, hoodies, cups, mugs, keychains. If you're just a Tide fan that has an itch to get more apparel, get more swag in your game, you come right here at Alumni Hall in Tuscaloosa, right here in Midtown Village. And also you can shop online. The link is in the description to get your gear right here at Alumni Hall. All right, baby. All right. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. We got our guys, Alumni Hall, Midtown Village, Tuscaloosa, in T-Town, showing the love right there, support. Appreciate all of them for what they do for us here. But we get back to the chat line here, the comment section, as we're back in here from the break. Hottest show in the streets, talking Bama football. Here we go. We got my man, Raymond Poole. Roll Tide, baby. Roll Tide to you, Raymond. Happy to have you in here. Keith Holcomb writes in, Western Kentucky about to FAFO and catch the wrath of the Tide. Hey, Western Kentucky's the first team on the schedule to catch that wrath, Keith from Bama. Let's go. Andrew Norton writes in, can't wait to start the DeBoer era. Roll, Tide, roll. Everybody's pumped for the Kalen DeBoer era. Coach DeBoer is pumped. The players are pumped. U.S. fans are excited. Let's get it. It starts on Saturday. Let's see here. We got Son with that $4.99 in the Super Chats. Appreciate Son helping us out here. Do we look at the schedule the same if Saban is still coach? Toughest game? Okay. I think even if the schedule was the same, we would still, even if Saban was the coach, we would still look at the schedule the same. I mean, the toughest game, Georgia's tough. Tennessee on the road is going to be tough. Oklahoma and Norman's going to be interesting. Missouri at Bryant-Denny is going to be an interesting game. So you still got, even if Coach Saban was still the coach, it would still be some tough games and some interesting matchups there on the schedule. There's no doubt about that. Let's see here. Jay Clark writes in, Kane mentioned having Justin Jefferson being on the field along with Jihad and Dante. Curious to see what package he's got for that situation. Jay, and there's a lot. And Kane mentioned there will be multiple packages they will use against Western Kentucky. So it's going to be fun to watch which package will that be. The one where you have 3 inside linebackers on the field at the same time with Jihad, Lawson, and Justin Jefferson. So there are several packages that he does have. There are several that Kane will look to unleash. The fun will be at what point in the game does he send the call out for the 3 inside linebackers to be on the field at the same time. Josh Harris writes in, he's a redshirt freshman, but any chance we could finally see Jaleel Hurley? There's a possibility, yes. There's an opportunity, yes. You know, Jaleel's going to be out there not just on special teams, but he should get work here at corner in this first game. He should definitely get work here at corner, especially in that second wave of defensive backs that go in there. He should definitely get work there at corner. He's had a good camp too. He's had a good camp too. It's just these freshmen, they came in balling, man. It's not that Hurley's bad. Hurley's good. It's just these freshmen came in here balling. And when you got young guys coming in here hungry, especially young guys like Mbakwe, who's a just generational talent, the way he is in that defensive secondary. And then you bring in, Xavier Brown, who coming from a powerhouse in modern day high school, California, that factory they got over there. So Hurley had a good fall camp, and I expect him to be out there at points in the game. But these freshmen have been balling straight up. Let's see here. Keith Holcomb writes in, I think any of the guys have a legit chance to get on the field. Any of these guys can get out here, man. Any of these guys can get out here. It's the first game. They're going to rep as many as they can because, like I mentioned, it's a 12-team playoff. The most healthiest team is going to win a national championship, and you got to have you got to have all your guys. You got to have most of your guys ready. Starters have got to be ready. Your second wave, your third wave, your fourth wave. Heck, your water boy got to be ready. I mean, to be honest, you might have to strap him up and throw him out there. Now, of course, if Bama gets to play in the water boy, we may all have to look at Coach DeBoer like, Coach, everything good there? But in all seriousness, though, if the water boy got to be ready, the water boy got to be ready. It's a 12-team playoff. Like, you got to give reps for everybody out here. Raven Poole writes in, hey, Steven, who are your top 4 linebackers? Top 4. Now, are you saying – so top 4, I guess, so 2 inside, 2 outside. So 2 inside would be Dingall, Jihad Campbell. 2 outside would be Q-Rob and Keanu Coot. Yeah, Q-Rob and Keanu Coot, right? They'll be my 2 outsides. So those would be my top 4. Top 4, Dingall, Jihad, Keanu Coot, Q-Rob. Those would be my top 4 right there. Let's get to more of your thoughts here on the show. Hold on here, folks. I'm trying to get this thing to act right here. There we go. Now it's acting right. There we go. Let's see here. Keith Holcomb writes in, I'll say this. If they're going to get Bama, they better do it this year. Look, if any team is going to get Bama, they better get it done this year. Do not let King and DeBoer get going with full steam. Don't let that man get going with full steam here. Let's see here. Josh Harris writes in, Stephen M., you were looking like Kanye West right there. And now in the commercial I was, though, Josh. In the commercial I was, though. I had the pink right there. In the commercial I was. Now right here, I don't think right here I'm looking like Kanye here. But in the commercial, though, yeah, in that commercial, I was looking like Kanye a little bit in that commercial. Justin Summerlin writes in, Bama won't be the same as in the past. They're going to be better. We're going to dominate college football. Roll Tide. That's the spirit, Justin. That's the spirit. Bama won't be the same. It will be better. It's going to dominate college football. Absolutely. Justin, that's the mentality to have. That's the mentality. Tennessee talk. Western Kentucky will score 24 points. Mark my eye in Tennessee. Got a Tennessee guy in here. Western Kentucky will score 24 points. All right. Western Kentucky will score 21. We will see how that happens there. Don Parker writes in, I'm not so much pumped due to it being the DeBoer era. I'm more interested in how the players perform and execute this week. Coaching will start to be a factor by week 3. True. You gotta be looking at Don, like you mentioned. How will the players execute the assignment this week? What's the mental focus of the players this week? The mental focus, the mentality, what's that of the players this week heading into this game? But man, appreciate all of you guys writing in here. This is awesome. This is fantastic. So what we're going to do here, we're going to quickly get into final topic, y'all, of conversation, the topic you've all been waiting for, the coaching assignments this week for Bama's assistants against Western Kentucky. Who will be on the field and who will be in the press box? Well, folks, we got it for this season. So here we go. There'll only be 2 coaches assigned to the press box for the entire season. Bama has 2 coaches assigned to the press box this entire season. Those 2 coaches are offensive coordinator and quarterback coach Nick Sheridan, co-defensive coordinator and safeties coach Colin Hitzler. Nick Sheridan, Colin Hitzler. The only 2 that'll be in the press box. Everybody else is on the field, baby! Everybody else is on the field. Coach Shep on the field. Dave Blue on the field. Kane Womack on the field. Freddie Roach on the field. Everybody else is on the field. Let's go. Everybody else is on the field. You're going to only have 2 guys in the press box. Nick Sheridan, Colin Hitzler. Everybody else for this whole season, starting off with Western Kentucky, will be on the field. Here we go. And if you're an Alabama fan, you got to love this, right? Because all of your energy, rah-rah, get your mind right, guys, are on the field. Coach Kane Womack, rah-rah guy, he's on the field. Coach Shep, rah-rah energy, he's on the field. Freddie Roach, rah-rah energy, he's on the field. David Blue, rah-rah energy, he's on the field. All of them guys on the field, y'all. I'm cool. Look, I'm cool. I am cool with Nick Sheridan in the press box. I'm cool with that. I mean, he's going to have the headset on. You got the whole green dot communication with Jalen Milroe, with him talking to Milroe in the headset. That's fine. I'm cool with that. Colin Hitzler in the press box. I'm cool with that. Of a safeties coach, because Kane Womack's going to be on the field barking and giving that communication to Deontay Lawson, who's going to be a green dot guy communicating. Jihad Campbell, who will be a green dot guy communicating. And then Malachi Moore on the back end. And also Keon Saab. So I'm cool with this. Like, folks, I don't think, folks, y'all understand how cool I am with this, right? Yeah. You're going to have the majority of this coaching staff is going to be on the field, with the exception of two guys. Those two guys being Coach Sheridan and Coach Hitzler. So I'm excited about this. Let's see here. Son writes in, Steven, how can you contain yourself? How are you containing yourself? Look, man, look, I'm pumped up, and on the inside of me, I'm a child ready to throw a tantrum here with football getting ready to kick back up here. Keith Holcomb writes in, y'all think DeBoer is going to be a headset breaker like Saban was? Who knows? I think he's got his own personality. I think he's got his own style. I mean, maybe he breaks a headset. Who knows? Who knows here? You know what? Let's do an over-under. Over-under of 2. Or no, over-under of 3. How many times does DeBoer throw the headset down, this season per game? Over-under 2. How many times per game this season does Kangan DeBoer throw the headset down? Definitely want to get your you guys' thoughts on that. Don Parker writes in, I like that. Yeah. To have Roach, Coach Shep, Womack, and Ballou all on the field, I like this. I'm excited for this. This is going to be good. Let's see. Jeremy Matthews writes in, I want to see B-Sci-Fi this season. B-Sci-Fi back, man. I'm telling you. You got the alumni back talking to the players. Current players are all bought in. Coaches, man, bought in. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. All right, so much of you guys are going under. You guys are going under for the headset, not his style under, right? You know what? Yeah, I can see that. And he's a different kind of coach. So, I mean, I can definitely see the under. I can agree with the under there for all of y'all going with the under in terms of DeBoer. We see him breaking headsets. He's throwing his headset down twice a game. But y'all going the under. So, I'm good. I'm good with that. I'm cool with that. But, folks, as always, you want the best in news, notes, information, entertainment coverage on your favorite Alabama football, on your favorite program, that being the Crimson Tide. You can get this by accessing the Touchdown Alabama magazine app. You download the app from the iPhone App Store if you're rocking Team Apple. Google Play Store if you got the Android phone for your audio needs. Check us out. iTunes or Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Spreaker, TuneIn Radio, Overcast.fm, iHeartRadio, Google Play. We got you covered right there. The good and gracious Lord sees fit. We'll be back, or I'll look to be back on Wednesday, continuing the conversation that is Tide football. Remember, Bama fans, you get that subscription. You subscribe right now to touchdownalabama.com. While the getting's good, you get that subscription right now to touchdownalabama.com. We're getting you set for Bama, Western Kentucky this weekend. Also subscribe to TDA Plus, the video hub for all content right there as well. Gotta show some love to all of you, the Bama fans, all the donations, all of you guys in the comment section. Making this your spot, your place, your avenue to talk nothing but Tide football. Till next time, people, I'm your man, Stephen M. Smith. I'll check you guys Wednesday. You've been listening. In my own words.